To get what you love, you must first be patient with what you hate. A man of bad character punishes his own soul. The real friend is the one who, when you ask him to follow you, doesn't ask where. For good health, control your diet. Never have I dealt with anything more difficult than my own soul, which sometimes helps me and sometimes opposes me. The hypocrite looks for faults. The believer looks for excuses. Those who look for seashells will find seashells. Those who open them will find pearls. The tongue is very small and light, but it can take you to the greatest heights, and it can put you in the lowest depths. Often love between two people intensifies not because of beauty or some advantage, but because of sheer spiritual affinity. All of a man's happiness is in his being the master of his ego, while all his suffering is in his ego being his master. As I look back on my life, I realized that every time I thought I was being rejected from something good, I was actually being redirected to something better. You must convince your heart that whatever God has decreed is most appropriate and most beneficial to you. Live as long as you want, but you must die. Love whatever you want, but you will become separated from it, and do what you want, but you will be repaid for it. When God loves a slave, he increases people's need for him. Soft words soften the hearts that are harder than rock. Harsh words harden hearts that are softer than silk. Desire makes slaves out of kings, and patience makes kings out of slaves. Adapt a gentle tone when speaking, for verily the tone at times has a greater impact than the speech. For traits lift a person to the highest ranks, even if their works and knowledge are little: forbearance, humility, generosity, and good character. This is the perfection of faith. The reward of patience in the face of misfortune is more than what has been lost. Take every effort to guard your tongue, as it is the strongest cause for your destruction. What is destined will reach you, even if be beneath 2 mountains. What is not destined will not reach you, even if it be between your 2 lips. Whosoever complains of the bad character of another man has revealed the badness of his own character. Neglect not your time, nor use it haphazardly. On the contrary, you should bring yourself to account. Structure your litanies and other practices during each day and night. This is how to bring about spiritual blessing in each period. If each of your breaths is a priceless jewel, be not like the deceived fools who are joyous because each day their wealth increases while their life grows ever shorter. An honorable person won't tell people how great they are. People will experience their greatness just by being with them. Do not think that death is death. Nay, it is life. The way to paradise is an uphill climb, whereas hell is downhill. Hence, there is a struggle to paradise and not to hell. The final purpose of self-discipline is to find one's heart constantly in the presence of God. Purifying the soul is serious, the hereafter is ahead. The world is behind, death is near, the journey is far and the provisions are light. In God, there is no sorrow or suffering or affliction. If you want to be free of all affliction and suffering, hold fast to God, and turn wholly to Him, and to no one else. Knowledge without action is wastefulness, and action without knowledge is foolishness. The biggest barrier between you and God is you. The true greatness of man lies in his eternal progress. There is no way to reach the end without mastering the beginning. We are creatures that love to blame the external, not realizing that the problem is usually internal. Know that thankfulness is from the highest of stations, and it is higher than patience, fear, and detachment of the world.